Hey guys, welcome back to the Cal Paints channel. Today we're going to be doing something a little bit different. We're going to be checking out my pile of shame. Now, if you've done any type of hobbying in your time, you probably have a little bit of build-up of models, alright? That's what we call the pile of shame. Some people call it pile opportunity, stuff like that. Maybe pile of shame's a little bit too negative, but today we're going to be going through all of mine, and we're going to be talking about it as we go. I thought it'd be a bit of a fun experience just to get this stuff out and checking it out. So let's go ahead and just get straight into it. And there's going to be a lot of Star Wars Legion in here, of course, and also a lot of Warhammer. So if you do enjoy this video, please subscribe, because you're going to be seeing everything I'm probably holding and showing off in future videos. So off the rip, I have everything here, all right? So we're just going to be getting straight into it. So off the bat, we have a Star Wars Legion model. Of course, we have the legendary Lando Calrissian here, still boxed. He has a couple of different alternate options in terms of building him, and I gotta say, I got this guy on special, and I just thought, you know what, it'd be kind of cool to paint. So yeah, not really anything more than this, but I definitely kind of didn't build or use this guy when I was playing Legion a lot, but still pretty cool model to have. So he is the first one showing off on my pile of shame. Now secondary, we got the Amidala set, the operative expansion here. It is Padme, of course, wearing her get-up from Attack of the Clones. So pretty sick one. Definitely one I totally want to do this one for the channel for sure, but just haven't gotten around to it just yet. So Lando and Padme so far. Following up, we have a unit expansion. We do have the Fleet Troopers. Pretty much the first rebels we see in the entire franchise here, with their iconic like cone helmets, I guess. I was going to say clone helmets, but slip of the tongue, but still really cool. I always wanted to kind of build and paint these guys. I just don't know why I haven't really got around to it. That's probably gonna be the theme of this video, is just why the hell haven't I gotten around to these models yet. But you know, sometimes life gets in the way, and in a perfect world, I suppose you'd only really just be like buying a model, painting it, getting it done, and then buying a model, just repeating that over and over. But that's why we have Clone Commander Cody Commander Expansion still in the box. It's pretty cool because you got all three here. You get, I'm probably going to forget a lot of things in this video, but you get Cody and you get two other, Waxer and Boyle, I believe. So yeah, that is pretty sick to have. And I got to say, pretty cool, pretty cool. So Cody's like the commander, and you can put Waxer and Boyle in your squads pretty much, and they do special things in the game. Next up, we have the Republic Specialists Personnel Expansion. This one is notably heavier with only one more model there, but we have 4 different models in this one, which is pretty cool as well. So I noticed that it's not really, maybe it's not really focusing too well. But yeah, we got the Republic Specialist. Maybe I'll keep everything back here so you can kind of have a look, but still pretty cool. Especially there is one guy here that's kind of holding a little hologram here of the Emperor during, you know, Order 66, I think. Actually, no, that's just a clone. You know what, scratch that. I am no expert on this one, but hasn't been built yet. And this is also a test of my new camera using also my new mic. So hopefully everything comes out well, but it's a bit of a two-prong. So next we have the Rebel Specialists. This is pretty much the same as the Republic Specialist, but for the Rebels here. So we get 4 models. 2 of them are droids, which is kind of cool. We get a medic droid and also like a R5 looking droid, so pretty cool. And of course, one of these guys can be used as a commander for your army. Very cheap commander in case you don't want to bring anything too crazy in that commander slot. Don't quote me on that. I don't know in the new rules if you can still use this commander, but nonetheless, that's fine. And next up, we have another one of our single expansions. We do have Asajj Ventress. Very cool. The first army that I ever made was actually the Separatists. So when Asajj came out, I did pick her up. I never ended up painting her, but I did listen to her novel the Dark Disciple, and I got to say that was incredible. So Asajj will be getting painted hopefully soon. All these models are going to be painted hopefully soon, but you know, we're doing what we can really. So pretty cool there. But yeah, we do have Asajj Ventress ready to be painted. Next up, we have Darth Vader. This is the operative expansion. I have painted Darth Vader twice already, but I guess we're going to go for a third time. He has a bit of a different look this time in terms of like what he's kind of like doing almost like a lunge, ready to like swipe at somebody. But it's pretty cool. I gotta say it's pretty cool. And yeah, I don't know if you can still use him as an operative in the new rules. Maybe I'll pop that up on screen to see if that's even still applicable, but still, it's a pretty cool model, and that's kind of why I bought it. So keep in mind, like 90% of these models I bought on sale, like on special, on like a markdown almost. So, you know, pretty cool though. So next of all, we got a upgrade expansion. We do have the Phase 1 Clone Troopers upgrade expansion. This one comes with 4 models as well. You got like a rocket launcher guy and like a couple of specialists. It's like a guy with a backpack, stuff like that. So it's pretty cool. It's honestly pretty sick. Just don't know why I haven't got to it yet. I might just do like a video just covering all 4 of them. I think each one of these boxes is probably its own video as we go. And pretty cool. So yeah, next up we have the Star Wars Legion T-47 Airspeeder, or as everyone kind of calls it, the Snow Speeder, let's be honest. But I think the Airspeeder is just kind of the catch-all term of using this specific ship just for any kind of use you want. But this one's still in the plastic wrap, the film wrap, and yeah, you know what I mean? I haven't built it. I only have a couple of vehicles, and I've kind of been saving them for like bigger milestones. But maybe I'll just paint this one just as normal, and pretty cool, I gotta say. So pretty sick. I think there's like a Airspeeder coming out, or has just came out for one of the Star Wars shows, the Lego one, and it has like flames and stuff on it as well. So I don't think I'll be doing it with this one, but definitely something to you know, think about and maybe check out a bit later. But next we have Inferno Squad. These guys are from the EA Battlefront 2 that came out a couple of years ago, and you get 7 models with this Inferno Squad. It's honestly pretty sick. Kind of hard to get it on the camera there just because of the glare, but we do have Del Meeko and the other guy that I can't remember his name, and also 5 more members of Inferno Squad. So that's pretty cool, and you'll be seeing another member of Inferno Squad pop up as we keep going as well. Last for this batch, we have the incredibly big, the super large, the LAAT that I bought. I was on a trip to New South Wales, and I brought this bad boy home with me because it was like half off. Yeah, 50 bucks. So, and I was like, you know what? That seems like a lot of fun. This thing can be used for both the Empire or the Republic. I gotta say, that's pretty sick. So, I don't know who I'm gonna be building it for. I haven't even really thought about it that much. Obviously, I haven't built it yet, but yeah, so that's definitely on the list as well, but pretty cool. Pretty cool. Maybe I'll do it on like a milestone, because it is definitely a bigger kit, like compared to just the other one. You know what I mean? It's like much bigger, but yeah, so pretty cool nonetheless. But let's kind of check out some other non-Star Wars Legion stuff now. I also was a bit of a prolific Warhammer painter as well, and here we have one of the Adeptus Sororitas Celestine, Saint Celestine, the Living Saint. So yeah, I did buy this one. I really did want to paint her, but I just never really got around to it, to be honest with you. It is definitely a pretty intimidating kit. Looks very difficult to paint, and it looks really cool. So yeah, I do have a bit of a Adeptus Sororitas army, but I never did end up finishing Celestine. No. And to be fair, I did paint a lot of stuff, all right? So we are gonna keep looking at some Warhammer 40K, and we'll keep at our next one. We have something I haven't even opened from the from the packaging yet. So I guess this has become a bit of a unboxing, but let's go ahead and check that out. I'm looking for a knife here. Let's rip this baby open. Let's see what's inside. Very nice packaging. All right. What do we have? Got some more packaging here, and we have, we have Frank Horrigan from Fallout Wasteland Warfare. It is a much smaller box than what we used to, but still very cool. Frank here, obviously a super mutant in the X01 armor. Really, really cool. Been meaning to paint this guy. I forgot I even bought this guy. I haven't really done much painting for Fallout Wasteland Warfare. I did paint like the base set box, or whatever you want to call it, but I didn't end up to kind of going and painting up any other models, even though I think they're really cool. It's just every time I get into painting Fallout, I just probably go ahead and replay Fallout 4 and just waste a whole bunch of time, but very cool. So yeah, we have the Enclave Zone Frank Horrigan here, and we're going to go ahead and just clear up what we have here, and I'll see you in just a second. All right, so now that all that stuff's out of the way, I do have a rather big collection now of Warhammer stuff. Look at this, a whole bunch of stuff. I might move this a little bit further back. That way you can see it a little bit better, but we have all types of stuff in here. I'm a bit of a Space Marines type of guy myself, but we have the Captain with Jump Pack here. Now I haven't ended up painting this guy, but I will definitely be painting him up in my Ultramarines colors as soon as I can. Probably not as soon as I can, but you get it, as soon as I feel like it. But pretty cool. We have the Captain with Jump Pack. Then I have a whole bunch of sprues. They are blue sprues because they're part of the, what were they called? They were like the heroes, I think they were called. We were essentially, you could get like a model for like around $5 Australian each, which is honestly really cool. I have two of the same model here. They're both the guy in the big Gravis armor. I do love the Gravis armor, guys, and it's kind of hard to get them on the cheap. So that's why I got a couple here. So pretty cool. And next we have, it seems like a little upgrade pack of the, what are they called? The, I can't remember what they're called, but it's essentially the thing you go to, you get sent to, and you got to kind of work for them for a while. I'll put it up on the screen, but it's just other pauldrons, a little power sword, stuff like that, another helmet. It doesn't really come up too well, but nonetheless still pretty sweet. Next up, we have a captain in Gravis armor, so that one's really cool too. I just love painting Gravis armor, to be honest with you, and luckily this one comes with the helmet, so you don't have to see his little hideous face, but still very cool. And I gotta say, the more I look at it, the more I want to paint it, but that's why we're doing this video. We're checking it all out, and we're just rummaging through it. So next up, we have a Death Guard. Once again from the Heroes promotion, I guess you could call it, or whatever it's called. But essentially, it's just a single like Marine almost, and he's just a guy. I've actually already painted him. He was just a double, so I've just had him in this box, and I wasn't really gonna paint him, but maybe one day. Next, we have another Space Marine. This one was actually, I think it's a Blood Angels themed Space Marine, but this one is actually smaller than the other newer Space Marines. He's like almost like an older type, where he's like got like a bit of a smaller scale. So I just didn't really paint him because he's gonna be a little bit smaller than the rest of my army, but that's totally fine. Now we just got sprues upon sprues, or frames, or whatever you want to call it. I ended up buying these just complete sprues off Marketplace. They're both the exact same, Facebook Marketplace, but this guy was selling them for very cheap, and I was just like, I can't say no to that. I honestly can't remember exactly what I paid, but it certainly was a lot cheaper than just buying them standard. So went over to his place, he still had them, and you know, now I have them, and they're just sitting here as sprues, but one day, all right? Everything in this box is one day. Next we have three. We have a frame of 3 Space Marines. This is actually from the starter set they released in Japan. When my sister went there, she bought me 2 of the starter sets. So 2 of the sprues you can see here, and they're both like easy fit, easy to do Space Marine models. So we got 6 more Space Marines here to go with my army. And next we have 6 more frames. These ones are all from, once again, the Space Marine Heroes line, and they are all the right scale, so I just haven't painted them up yet. We got just some random guys. Some guys have like heavy bolt guns, other guys have other stuff. You know what I mean? They're all kind of like named as well. They come with like little cards. But I didn't know whether or not I should do a video on it, or if I just paint these guys out of a video. Like there's even like a sniper guy who's really sick, like a sniper guy, if you haven't seen that. But yeah, so I think it is really cool. I got like a whole box of them, and like I said, I kind of was just happy to get like a couple of Gravis guys. Essentially, you can get like a whole box of these heroes for like the same price as like Captain with Jump Pack, you know what I mean? So it just seems like a better deal, especially since I think one of the people in here is a captain as well. I don't know which one, but I'm 99% sure there is a captain here as well. But yeah, they're just like a nice thing that's good for like people that are just getting into the hobby and want to just paint, you know what I mean? Not too worried about the, you know, sweating about the small stuff, but still very cool. And then of course we have the box of Primaris Reavers. Now I got these guys on special. They were definitely marked down. So we got 10 people in there, but they didn't have any bases. So I ended up having to buy bases. I ended up getting this for like, I think it was like 30 bucks or something like that. It was like really, really good, I thought. But yeah, complete, all with like the full Reaver armor, can paint it any way you want. But I think that was really cool. I didn't really have too many Reavers at the time. I don't really know what the public consensus is of Reavers, but I think they're kind of cool. Like, as in like the armor, it's like a little bit slimmed down and stuff like that. I think besides just like normal Space Marine, I do love that Gravis look. But Reavers still pretty cool. Plus you get some nice upgrade bits here and there. So that's always cool to kit bash, stuff like that. And let's have a look at what we have here. Next we have some leftover sprues from, I don't really know where these are from actually. I'm pretty sure these are from the Kill Team. I bought the Kill Team, yeah. Yep, for sure. I bought the Kill Team that were like almost like the Reavers Kill Team. And I don't even think I have them all painted up as of yet, but I did a little bit of kit bashing. So we have like some spare like scopes, like knives, helmets, stuff like that. And this is all just kind of leftover bits. It's kind of the thing about Warhammer is like, you just end up with like all these extra bits. So it's a little bit like fuel to the fire of, you know, you kind of want to buy more models to kind of use your extra bits, but then when you buy the more models, you get more bits, blah, blah, blah. I'm sure it's like a pretty good marketing tactic on their end. And here we have 2 pretty cool little guys. These are actually 2 little Space Marines, just one Space Marine each sprue. But these are the ones you get from the Warhammer store. And normally these are already put together, painted, and primed by the time you get them. But these 2, I bought them for, I think about $5 or $4 each at a market. Because I don't know how he got them, but I guess maybe his Warhammer store, his local store, was just kind of selling them like before they were put together. But still kind of cool and pretty interesting. I don't know. I was kind of thinking maybe of like just priming this entire thing and just painting the entire thing without cutting it out. You know, I've seen that done before. I've seen someone give like a gift of just like a frame fully painted, and I gotta say it looks really cool. So maybe I'll do that with this one, just because it's small, it's just one guy, and it's pretty sick. So next we got like just a bag full of bits. It's not really gonna come out very well on the camera, but we've got like helmets and like Yeah, not really. Yeah, helmets and all types of guns and bolts and stuff. I always end up pouring this one out every time I make a new model because there might be like another head or something that I want to use from that one. We've got someone in here in this Infernus Marine starter box, and it is, lo and behold, the Infernus Marine. Very cool. So yeah, just Infernus Marine here. He hasn't been painted as of yet, but my sister is usually near a Warhammer store. I'm usually very, very far from a Warhammer store, so she always kind of gets those free models for me, which I really appreciate. Shout out to the real one. But yeah, so that's just a flame up Johnny, I guess, and he hasn't been painted as of yet. And in the end of this box, we just have some bases. So bases of characters that I haven't really done yet and painted, but yeah, that's all pretty much my Warhammer stuff. I will say I do have an extra tray. I didn't know about showing it on camera or not. Not because it's embarrassing, but it's just really hard to kind of show. But I've got like a full tray of pretty much kill teams, primed characters that I haven't painted up yet, you know what I mean? I've bought a couple of kill teams that I've been meaning to do. Like for example, here's like there's like a Space Marine with like a whole bunch of mines and stuff. I hope this actually comes up, but yeah, he's got like a whole bunch of mines, stuff like that. I bought not the Grimoldine or the Kazakin or something, but I bought the little dwarfy guys, like the little mining dwarfy guys. I just thought they were, I just thought they were neat, you know, like I just kind of bought them and I put all of them together, but I still haven't painted them. And also I have the other guys that come with the starter set alongside the orcs. I'll put their names up on screen. I'm getting old, man. I can't remember all these names of all these things, but still, nonetheless, I got a lot of Warhammer stuff to paint. If you want to see that kind of stuff painted, just put in the comments below. Anything you see in this video, you're like, dude, what are you doing? Why haven't you painted that yet? Look, first of all, I'm getting to it, all right? Get off my back. Second of all, absolutely I'll paint it. That's kind of the idea I made this channel, was just to kind of paint stuff and show it off, and hopefully you guys find that kind of enjoyable. Yeah, so that's all the Warhammer stuff. Obviously there's a lot of guys to paint, and as you can see, I'm like 99% a Space Marine type of dude, but unfortunately still have quite a lot to paint. I haven't bought any Warhammer guys for months. I think maybe even up to a year. No, just months, because I bought not this one, but the single sprues of the guys at the last time I was in New South Wales. So yeah, but still pretty cool nonetheless. And just don't you go anywhere. We still actually have some more. That's what I mean. I got a lot of models to paint. I kind of slowed down in the last couple of months, but anyway, we're getting there, right? We're doing our best. So next up we have some Empire's finest. We have the Imperial Scout Troopers. You get 2, 4, 6, 7 Scout Troopers with this one. I gotta say, it's honestly a really cool kit. I think we only really saw Scout Troopers in Return of the Jedi, but they did kind of take on a little bit of more character in The Mandalorian, especially season 1. But yeah, pretty cool. And I gotta say, I'll paint these guys eventually, you know, they're pretty cool. And next up, we have the snow variant of Stormtroopers. We do have the Imperial Snow Troopers. So I didn't really ever think about like building like a meta, for example, for Star Wars Legion. I just kind of bought like the models that I thought looked cool, you know what I mean? So I've got a group of the Rebels, the Fleet Troopers, you know what I mean? I got a group of the Scout Troopers, I got a group of the Snow Troopers. So yeah, the Snow Troopers, I think they're really sick. So 2, 4, 6, 7 as well. Really can't beat them. Super duper cool, and love to paint them up. So probably, you know, you got to kind of build them, paint them. We'll see how we go. But it's definitely on the list. Now, if you guys want to see that one first, let me know in the comments. Like I said, don't get me wrong. But next up, we've got the legendary Luke Skywalker. This is his operative expansion. So yeah, we have his Return of the Jedi robes, the black robes with the green lightsaber. My favorite color of lightsaber, and I gotta say this one is really cool. I just haven't painted it, simple as that. I ended up painting Luke and then repainting Luke, so I kind of got that all out of my system, but you know what, it has been a while, so maybe I gotta repaint the big boy himself, so pretty cool. Next up we have the leader of the Inferno Squad, Iden Versio, and of course her droid, her marketable droid. Pretty cool. She is a commander, it's a commander expansion, and of course she goes with Inferno Squad. So I bought these two kind of along the same time. So you know what, if I'm gonna get Inferno Squad, might as well get Iden as well. And they were on sale. I definitely remember them being on sale. So, but pretty cool. I thought that Battlefront game was pretty sick, and I do like the black and red, almost like flight helmet gear. But pretty cool, and it will be painted eventually. And now this is our penultimate box. We have the Dewback Rider. Look at this guy, straight out of A New Hope, the first Star Wars movie. I gotta say, this guy is looking glorious. I really should have bought 10 of these. Let's be honest, I should have just thrown all my models in the bin and just only had 10 Dewback Riders. Look how cool this is. But big lizard, and with a nice quote of Obi-Wan on the back. Super cool. So yeah, this one is definitely going to be up there on the list. And our last box I have to show you is actually a upgrade expansion for the Imperial Stormtroopers. So this is just comes with 4 guys. They're all kind of a little bit special in their own way. One's got like a long gun, the other one's got like a big gun, stuff like that. But yeah, it's just a kind of an upgrade to kind of spruce up your Star Wars Legion Empire army. Pretty cool. So yeah, nothing really more to say about that. But nice coat of dust on there, as you can see. I definitely didn't dust these guys off in a long time, but this is the first time I'm seeing a lot of these models for a while. I've just had them kind of in my cupboard ever since I moved rooms. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. I've got like a little box just here, just by my hobby table, with a little see-through of all the models that I have yet to paint very shortly. But you know, we've got people like Callus in here, if any Rebels fans perhaps. We've got some members of the Bad Batch that we still have to do. We've got Maul. We've got a character from Kingdom Death. It's actually the only Kingdom Death model I have, and I was actually definitely going to do a video about it. We've got a repaint of like Andor, Krennic, and the Rogue One crew. And hell, we even have a very special 3D printed character in here that I got for my birthday. From my great friend. It is actually Qui-Gon Jinn, and he will definitely be getting painted sooner rather than later. So yeah, so that's kind of the thing, you know, when you get all these models and you kind of just build them up and just get a big pile of shame. But thank you very much for watching the video. Let me know how big your pile of shame is now that I've shown you, I bared all and showed you all of what's going on behind the scenes. But I hope you found that to be a bit of fun, a bit enjoyable. But all types of stuff coming up on the channel in terms of the hobby. There's the hobby videos that are like all about the painting, just take a little bit extra time, you know, putting them together, priming, painting, writing a script, recording, that kind of stuff. So, but they're coming. I'm recently doing like a full-time job, which wasn't really on the plan when I moved, but I'm still trying to find like a nice balance of making sure I can like release a video every now and then and keep the channel from dying, honestly. But maybe it's already slowly dead because I have left it for a little bit long. But if you are watching this video, that's great news. So thank you very much for getting this far. I really appreciate you. And if there's anything you want to see in this video painted next, just put it in the comments section. I'll do my absolute best. Truth be told, there is going to be a Bad Batch video either right before this or after this video. So if that one's not out yet, you know that one's coming next. But after that, it's really whatever, you know what I mean? Whatever you want to see. So once again, thank you very much for watching, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Bye-bye now.